I'm still in a little bit of shock, although not totally, as to why Fahima was evicted from the show. I wouldn't say she was giving a perfect, amazing content, but she was giving a content. She played the game very well, and I liked it. Like, I basically liked it, even though I wanted her to do more. No, she tried to, but it is what it is. The show must go on. Now, it's a new week. Week 4 is starting. And I must say, it's going to be a whole crazy ride. And I'm going to be bringing you those updates as a day hot. Now, in this video, it's going to be all about the gossip on Yolanda and the games of people that think they're playing a game but are really not playing a game. And then on the fact that I think Liema, each time I think or see the scenes with Liema, I keep saying, this girl is a gone girl. I said it from the beginning, I'm not going to stop. And, and how all the 9 yards of the craziness that's happening in the house is going to. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe. Click on the bell button beside for notification in every post I make. And let's get right into it. So yesterday we saw how shocked and surprised Taki was on the fact that he's officially a housemate now, and none of the other housemates who are in the show knows about it except we that are outside. So congratulations to him once more. Now it's time for him to play a game, which he said he would start this week. He would do some things. Now let's get into the Z Sinai case. Now I'm just so surprised that the most game that Sinai has played in this Big Brother show for 3 weeks is to try and compete with Young Papi. And Young Papi is doing the same thing, although I feel he has more screen time with Z than Sinai has. And we heard how they were arguing on who was going to do this first with Z, do that first, and all the 9 yards. So the housemates were here after the evictions and we're having random conversations. Those conversations, to an extent, part of it was pointless to me because it was all gossip and it was all gossip about Yolanda, right? And their problem is that Yolanda is playing a good game and she sings loudly whenever she wants and nobody gets to stop her. I'm like, has anybody ever really been stopped from doing what they want to do in the house? So why is it Yolanda's case such a problem for y'all? The thing that these housemates don't know is that when they discuss about Yolanda, just last night they discussed, like during the live eviction Sunday, like that Sunday that just passed yesterday, I think they had up to 3, 4, 5 conversations about Yolanda at different times. So they don't know and they don't understand that when they do these things, they give her more relevance in the house and outside the house. Yolanda is that one girl that would stand out to be like above all the other ladies in the house, even without shipping. She understands her game and she's still being herself. With this girl is gunning for the finals, if not the money. Either ways, that's on them. Let's get right into the main topic of this gist and I'll try my best to make sense out of it. Liema and Jareed. I think Jareed is playing a way better game than Liema. And she's playing a game too. And I don't really understand what they're all going at, but they know that whatever they're doing is giving content. So every week for the past 3 weeks, we see that, Liema and Jareed get close, cozy and stuff. And then he goes on out and disrespect her with other ladies, even in her presence. This hurts her. She begins to give him space. And then one or the other, he understands how to also get her back with food, kisses, hugs, a little bit of pampering here and there. And soon she's back in his arms. And I think that's what just happened again. For the past few days, he's been doing anyhow, sneaking with Mpumi, and other things that he does. It gets to piss her off, and she started ignoring him. As of yesterday, Jareed would talk to her on some occasions and she would ignore. She wouldn't say anything. During the eviction, a little thing was shown, and even during last week, of course, they were exposed for the hiding and doing stuff with Mpumi, and she has been reacting and acting up, not for just this early morning, with some people being sleepless, Jareed gets to catch her again in his web of manipulations. And how do I put it? They were around the kitchen having random conversations, and she was like, she's trying to make sure that they're cool, they're good. She doesn't want this relationship to be toxic. And that was one point that I feel that, girl, I hope you know what this guy is saying, or you're just being dumb, right? Jareed told her that, I don't understand. I know that I'm single. And she was laughing and saying, no, you're not single. We're in a relationship, something like that. And according to her, she said, even people in the house can say the same thing as she's saying. Soon enough, while they were doing all that, these two people went at it though. I mean, deep, intense, mouth to mouth, holding each other tight. At some point, they were hugging, and that hug, I knew what it was. It was like two people rubbing on each other, basically. This guy was raging that when they even separated, I think her hands were on the stuff, and I hope YouTube doesn't limit this video. Her hands were on the stuff. Soon enough, he was using his hand to just hide it from the camera. So I'm like, these two people are gone. However they're doing, I just hope this housemate will play better games this week. I mean, Sinai, Z, Young Papi, Papa Ghost, Yolanda, every of the housemates. For Liema and Jareed, they're doing quite a good job. I hope they would improve it and become more chaotic. Because, excuse you, we want drama. And drama is all we seek. And hopefully one of them gets to win the head of house today. If one of these two in the head of house, it would be so good, because damn, I could imagine the kind of things that will happen, Anyways, I think that should be all on this video. But what do you think about this relationship? Do you think it's a relationship that will survive in and outside of this house? For me, I think it's only surviving in this house because, they need to play a game, and Jareed is always centrally in the mood. And outside the house, I don't think anything serious is going to go on between the both of them, because he is a guy that is a guy for the people, and she would always be jealous and would always want to fight for her man to be hers. And that we don't know how it's going to work. For me, I don't think outside the house it will survive, but it's all up to me. What do you think? Share comments down below in the comment section and share this video. I'm going to see you on the next one.